Hello, you guys. Sade Jernigan here with lashesinatube.com. We are going to talk about color matching today. What's wrong, honey? Here, I'll turn it up. He doesn't like that I turned down his show. We're going to talk about color matching today and how to color match online because it's not as hard as you think it is. You guys, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to go over that right now in case you can use this for anything. Maybe you are trying to look for a foundation online, or say you are a presenter and you want a little bit more information on how to color match online. Just whatever you're doing, I want to help. So we're going to talk about that today. So it's a lot easier than you think. So there's a few things you want to do. So number one is you want to find out what is the person's or yourself, what is the undertone. Okay, so you'll have 3 different undertones. It's either going to be yellow, pink, or neutral. And undertone does not mean dark or light, because sometimes they hear yellow, they assume, oh, that means they have darker skin. That's actually not true, because whether you're really fair or you are black, you can still have you have different undertones. It's going to be yellow, it's going to be pink or neutral. Okay, so my undertone is really, really yellow, okay? And I kind of balance it out with my bronzer, has pink in it. There's certain things I do to like bring down the yellow a little bit, but I'm very yellow. And how do you find that out? I did not know I was yellow undertoned until I started Younique. Even when I got foundations, I had no idea. How you find out, and this is the most accurate way, is you're gonna ask them, do the veins inside your wrists, if you can see them, do the veins inside your wrists appear to be more green, blue, or like green or blue and purple, right? Because blue and purple are almost the same. If they look green, and mine are all green, if they look green, you have a yellow undertone. If they look purple bluish, then you have a pink undertone. Okay, so that's one of the ways you can find out, about the undertone, is I find that the veins are like one of the most accurate ways to tell. Number 2, do you tan or do you burn easy? I tan easy. I can burn, but I usually tan pretty easy. It doesn't turn like all red. Or do you burn easy? If you tan easy, you usually have a yellow undertone, and if you burn easy, you usually have a pink undertone, okay? And like I said, if the veins are in between, or the tan and burn is in between, then you may have like a neutral undertone. It's sometimes hard to tell. To me, darker skinned ladies are so much easier for me to tell what the undertone is based on the picture. It's the light and medium gals that it really helps me asking about the veins. So that's number 1. So if you can find out that undertone, then you just need to figure out, are they light, medium, or dark? Okay, so you find the undertone, it's like yellow, okay? Then I'm light, right? So I have a chart. I have a chart of all the foundations that are light, and in the light chart, there's a column for neutral undertone, there's a column for pink undertone, and there's a column for yellow undertone. So I could be there's 3 different yellow light that could be for me. So you think, okay, well then how do I narrow it down from there? If there's now 3 shades that I could be, because I'm light and I'm yellow, there's 3 different shades I could be. Then how do you narrow it down from there? What you're gonna do is I make sure I have them send me a photo of them in natural light, okay? And the reason why natural light is so important is because if you're in your bathroom, if you have a yellow light, you are gonna look like you have a yellow undertone even though you have a pink undertone. So it's like so important to make sure that you get a picture with natural lighting. Oops. One of the best ways is to just go in your car, sit in your car, and send a photo of yourself in your car, because that's natural light, right? And that's why it's best to send these pictures during the day. So I always ask them to send me the most recent picture of themselves, or I'll go on their Facebook and look for like a recent one. Okay, this is just an example about lighting. Right now, there's a window right here, so you can see my true color. When I go this way, but with behind me, like, that's bad lighting. You wanna make sure that it's good lighting, it's natural light coming in, okay? And you don't want it to change. You wanna make sure there's no lights next to you that are gonna change that undertone. So then what I do is say, I took a picture, right? Then I am going to use PicCollage or some type of app that I'm gonna be able to take the picture of them and also take the 3 different pictures. There's different gals. One has like velour, one has lace, and the other has tulle. And those are all light yellow undertones. So I'm gonna take those 3 faces and put it next to mine, see which one is the closest, and whichever one is the closest, there is my shade. So easy. I know it sounds like a lot at first, but if you could remember, find out the undertone, light, medium, or dark, and then from there, you'll be able to put the picture next to the different colors that they're close to and see which one is the closest. The other great thing is with Younique, we have a 14-day Love It guarantee. So if the match isn't perfect, okay, then you could always exchange for a different one, for the correct one. But to me, that is the easiest way to color match online are those questions. So just always remember, do you tan or burn easy? And do the veins inside your wrist look purple, blue, or green? There is another way. It's jewelry. And some people may not know this, but what jewelry looks better against your skin? Does gold jewelry look better on you, or silver? If you have a yellow undertone, the gold jewelry usually looks better. And if you have a pink undertone, the silver jewelry usually looks better. Also, another indication is the type of clothing that you wear. Do you wear really cool kind of clothing, or do you wear really warm kind of clothing? What looks better against your skin? If you wear those warm kind of clothings, you're gonna be a yellow undertone. If you wear the cool colors, like really maybe bright and just cool colored, then you probably have a pink undertone. So I never knew this. So I would see clothes and I would purchase it because I thought it was so cute, and my friend was wearing, they looked amazing in it, and I put it on and I looked horrible. And because my skin is extremely yellow, cool shades, like if I wear this cool like pink or this cool like color, it literally makes me look kind of ill. And I didn't know that it wasn't because I don't look good in cute clothes. It was just because my undertone was clashing with the cool shades in the clothing. So just another tip for yourself, if you want to dress well, you know, and you know your undertone, you can go towards that direction and know what looks good on you. So warm colored clothing looks better on me than the cool. The other thing that you can do is, what was it? Oh no, I think that's the main ones to figure out the undertone. So it could be jewelry, it could be your clothing, your veins, and tan or burn, okay? And they're not always like 100%, but to me, I feel like the veins is the most accurate because honestly, I love silver jewelry and I didn't know that gold looked better on me until I learned that, and I looked, I'm like, wow, the gold does look better on me, and I didn't know that. So if you have a neutral undertone, you are so blessed because you can get away with anything. Like anything's gonna look good on you. It's not gonna be difficult. It's not gonna be difficult to figure out what's gonna go with you. And then when you're picking your foundation, it makes it really easy because if you have a neutral undertone, depending on what you prefer, I mean, you can go with something more yellow, you can go with something more pink or neutral. Like when you have a neutral undertone, you could kind of get away with more and more different shades. For me, my foundation, I use a yellow foundation. But sometimes if I'm using my fake tanner or something like that, I will use Eyelet, which is a neutral foundation, slightly on the yellow side. So most people are gonna have two different shades of foundation. They're gonna have a winter foundation shade and they're gonna have a summer foundation shade. So, and then sometimes they'll be maybe in that in-between stage. I always say it's safer to go lighter than darker because you have bronzer, if you have bronzer. So to me, I'm like, sometimes I feel like the velour could be a little bit darker, but I just stick with the velour most of the time. Sometimes Eyelet, but I stick with the velour because I can just add bronzer and make it darker, right? Whereas if I get something too dark for my skin, then it's a no-go. Here's another tip. I focus on the neck, okay? Because what happens is someone may have rosacea, they may have acne, they may have a lot of redness, inflammation in their face, and on their neck, it looks yellow, right? So if you're focused on just the face, you're gonna think that they have a pink undertone, but they really have a yellow undertone. So that's why I always say it's super important when you're doing like a color match to make sure that you're focused on the neck, okay? My hands are lighter than my face. And I don't know if it's because whenever I'm outside, my face is in the sun and my hands are not, but I notice that my face is darker. So if I did a color match on my hand, I would probably be an even lighter foundation. So that's why you always want to look at the neck. Don't look at the hand, don't look at the back of the hand, don't look at the arm. Like, you want to match people with their neck. And don't look at the face exactly. I mean, that's gonna kind of tell, but like I said, if you have acne, rosacea, and you have redness in your face, it may trick somebody to thinking you have a pink undertone, but it's just in fact the inflammation. So that's like really important to focus on. So focus on the neck, get the facts, get the undertone, all of that, get a picture in natural light, and then you're gonna compare that with the other photos. So anyways, you guys, I hope that helps. I just wish I knew this before. I mean, it's so helpful. And like, say if you're not even a unique presenter or you're not gonna be buying products from me or just in general, it can help you forever. Like, because if you can get that down and you can figure out your undertone, all that, I went with my whole life not knowing this, not knowing my undertone, and I feel like if I knew it, I would have known what clothes to wear, what jewelry to wear, what foundation to wear, but instead I was always a mess, just barely getting by, and this would have been so helpful. So now when I shop for clothes, I actually am like, there's a little bit of science to it, and I know what clothes I need to go towards. Now that I know my undertone, I buy clothes all online. All online. I never even go to the store anymore. Like, and I know we really can't anyways, but I do all my shopping for my clothing online, and I can because I know my undertone and I know what's gonna look good against my skin. I know that I need to get warm colored clothing, not cool, and if I stick with that, I know that it's not going to clash against my skin, because a lot of times people don't want to buy online because they're afraid that if they get it, it's not going to look good on them. You don't have to worry about that. If you know your undertone, it's going to make your life so much easier, and if you have neutral, you don't even have to think. So anyways, I hope that helped you guys today. I hope you take care. If there's any other requested videos that you want me to do that would be helpful, please let me know. I also want to mention, you guys, that I do have a special right now. You've probably seen me talking about the stick foundation like crazy, but I have 25% off. You can get your choice of foundation, okay, and primer and a brush. This Kabuki brush, you need this for the stick foundation or the spray, whatever you're using. So you can get the liquid foundation, you can get the stick foundation, the powder foundation, whatever you want. Oops, whatever you want besides the spray. Okay, it's just all of them. And your choice of primer, you guys, it's a crime not to prime. You need primer, because that's gonna help create a barrier between your skin and your makeup, make your makeup just smooth right on, okay? It's gonna help fill in those fine lines, those pores, so that your makeup just glides on, okay? And you need a brush. So if you wanna grab this set, let me know. You can comment below set, or if you guys need a color match, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you with that. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you guys for popping on. I appreciate you guys. Olivia, PJ, Sarah, Allie, Sally, Victoria, Ashley, Sabrina, Dawn, Christine. I hope you guys take care, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.